Breaking news here in batshit bonkers Britain, where the government inquiry into majority Pakistani Muslim rape squads has broken down before it's even got started. The victims saying they're being told what they can and cannot say, and the very people who were part of the cover-up being brought in to manage the inquiry. Pakistani Muslim Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood says she will ensure that justice is done. Meanwhile, Jess Phillip.
Welcome back to Batshit Bonkers Britain, where the headlines hit harder than ever, and tonight's story is pure dynamite. Katie Hopkins has once again set the nation ablaze, this time clashing head-to-head with Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood and TV host Nadia Sawalha in a live debate that spiraled from heated words to full-blown chaos. What started as a simple discussion on account of
was out there in the House of Commons, nostrils flaring like a bull with something hot shoved up its arse and yellow teeth glinting in the Commons lights. She basically raged at the victims for making a fuss. In other news, inflation in the UK hits a ball-busting 3.8%. Compare that to France, where it's 0.8%, or the US, where it's about 2.5%. It means, of course, that things in stores are incredibly expensive, but possibly more importantly, it means that the government is paying oodles to try and pay back debt. It's paying the interest.
Ability quickly exploded into one of the most talked about moments in British television this year. So, what happened inside that studio? Let's dive straight in. It all kicked off during a live current affairs broadcast, where Hopkins, never one to hold back, launched into a fiery monologue about what she called Britain's culture of cover-ups and political double standards. She didn't mince her words. "We can't fix a problem we refuse to name," she snapped. "I'm sick of politicians pretending everything's fine when the public knows it isn't." The room fell silent for half a beat, and then erupted. Shabana Mahmood shot back instantly, calling Hopkins' comments irresponsible, inflammatory, and deeply unfair. From there, it only got uglier. Hopkins accused Mahmood of being part of an elite system that silences uncomfortable truths, claiming that the government only acts when the cameras are rolling. Mahmood fired back that Hopkins thrives on division, not solutions, insisting, "You can't build a fair country by turning people against each other." The tension was electric. The audience held its breath as two powerful women tore into each other, live, unfiltered, and unstoppable. Then entered Nadia Sawalha, the supposed voice of reason. Calm, collected, and determined to cool things down, she stepped in with a plea for perspective. "We need honesty and empathy," she said. "It's not about headlines, it's about healing." But in true batshit bonkers fashion, that only poured fuel on the fire. Within minutes, the clip hit social media. Within hours, #Katie vs Shabana was trending across the UK. Viewers couldn't look away. Supporters praised Hopkins for saying what everyone's thinking, while critics accused her of stoking outrage for clicks. Meanwhile, Nadia Sawalha's name began trending too, not for what she said, but for how calm she stayed amid the chaos. One viewer tweeted, "This is Britain in 2025, shouting instead of solving." Another replied, "At least someone's finally speaking up." And that's when the real question started spreading online. Was this debate about truth or just performance? Behind the viral storm lies a far deeper issue. The clash was sparked by an ongoing government inquiry into alleged institutional failures, a probe that was meant to restore trust but has instead plunged the country into confusion. Whistleblowers claim they're being ignored. Victims say they're being silenced. And politicians? They're too busy turning every discussion into a battleground. It's no longer just about who said what, it's about whether Britain can even handle uncomfortable truths without tearing itself apart. The fallout has been swift. Downing Street has called for calm, while journalists are scrambling to unpack the story. Hopkins has vowed to release evidence on her podcast. Mahmood has doubled down on her call for unity, and Nadia Sawalha is reportedly planning a follow-up special, one focused on rebuilding dialogue rather than destroying it. But as the dust settles, one thing's crystal clear: the line between politics and performance has never been thinner. So, what do you think? Was Katie Hopkins right to call out the government, or did she go too far? Did Shabana Mahmood defend her record with dignity, or lose her cool under fire? And was Nadia Sawalha the calm Britain desperately needs, or just another face in the storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because in batshit bonkers Britain, the next scandal is never more than a headline away.